Hello everyone and welcome to Monster Hunter, a let's play I wanted to do for a while, so I guess I'd just start right now. We've arrived at a village who's been having trouble with earthquakes. Let's see what everyone has to say. This might be a bit small to read, but I'm not gonna read all of it. I don't think most of it's important. I'll just summarize what he has to say, really. Not that this game is known for its story. It's about hunting monsters. That's the village chief. That's the guild sweetheart who gives you quests for the guild. It's a bit of a slow start, really, this game. We won't be hunting big monsters, impressive monsters right away. We can do some mushrooms, collecting some mushrooms. This little fella is the blacksmith. You'll be talking to him a lot because he crafts armor. You can craft armor and weapons from parts you hunt from monsters. God damn. My experience with this game series is minimal. The only game I've extensively played is Try, which is the Wii version. This is the Wii U version, which is 3 Ultimate, which adds some content and rebalances the old. This is the fishmongeress. You can talk to her to send out fleets to fish or hunt. Fleets we do not have yet because ship was destroyed by the earthquakes. Well, that's a bit important to note. The villagers think the earthquakes are caused by a bigger monster called the Laggy. Well, let's call him Laggy. They think he's the one causing all of this and I need to go kill him. If I'm ready for it, because he's quite a big monster. This is Neko. That means cat, apparently. In Japanese, I presume. That's a joke. That's a joke laugh. Okay, he takes you on for multiplayer. This game has a pretty big focus on multiplayer, but I haven't played a lot of multiplayer. The only multiplayer I've done is through local, which you can play on one Wii U console with multiple people, but if you have 3DS with the game, you can play with each other. So that's the only experience I have with multiplayer, and all I can say it's pretty good fun. The only downside to recording is actually you can't see the gamepad. I can see where I need to go, where people can talk to me and stuff, but you can't. Doesn't really matter. This is my room. I can access my item box here. There's nothing in here, of course, yet. There's a prism lamp which I can place in my room, right? By talking to this cat, which is my steward of this chamber, and you can talk to him to place things in your room and questions about DLC and stuff. So I can take that lamp I got and place it. Where should we place the lamp? There we go. Beautiful lamp. A couple of mushrooms. They light up. It's beautiful. Right. What else? Oh yeah. That blacksmith guy is gonna stand over here. This is the weapons merchant. You can buy weapons here and armor, but that's not always a good decision, because making them gives you more powerful weapons, and it might be, well, cheap, and it won't be cheaper. I think it's gonna cost a lot more time, but this is handy if you want to buy a certain weapon that you plan on upgrading. There's no classes in this game. There's weapon types, but everyone can wear any weapon type, basically. I'm gonna talk to that kid later. I'm gonna go over to the farm now. Farm is also pretty important because you can grow crops, insects and honey here. But as you can see, it's trashed. That's the head farmer, this little guy. Not the pig, of course. I don't think a pig is can be a good farmer. That would be bad. You can talk to the pig though and give him a new name. How shall we name this pig? Name him Killer? Doctor. Let's name him Dr. Ham. Dr. Ham. Can snuggle with Dr. Ham. Okay, that's enough. Right, so he gave us some blue mushrooms. We can combine those with herbs we find in the wild to create potions. Healing items are pretty important, as you might see later. What to next? Probably that kid. He's telling us that over this bridge is the Moga Woods, which is the wilds where monsters are. And he gave us some whetstone. With whetstone you can sharpen your weapons. The current weapon we have equipped is of the sword and shield variety, which I don't think I'm gonna start off with sword and shield. There's a weapon I want to try out. As you can see, we start with one weapon of each weapon type. You have a great sword, a long sword, sword and shield, dual blades, hammer, hunting horn, lance, gun lance, switch axe, light bow gun, heavy bow gun, and a bow. I'll go into those. I'll probably use not all of them, but I'll probably use great sword, sword and shield, and lance on this character. Those are weapons I'm not very familiar with, or haven't used a lot of. I'm gonna start out with the lance, weapon I've never used. As you can see, the lance, well, it's got a big shield, it's got a lance, good for poking from afar, and blocking attacks. Now, the village chief is telepathically communicating to us through powers unknown. He's telling us about the map and how we should go to the encampment, which is the little brown area. Oh. Beautiful textures. Next gen. We use a next gen console. But it's not about the graphics, of course. I don't really care. I think it's a good looking game. He's telling us about the stamina bar, which is the yellow bar in the top left. The green is, of course, your health. Stamina depletes when running, or when oopsie daisy. We just wasted the whetstone. Or when rolling. Well, it seems the last doesn't really have a low, but well, when dodging or rolling, but not when attacking. So I'm just checking out the moveset. That is a vertical, that is upward, and that is a guard. Probably not a good weapon to record with, really, because I don't know anything about it. Let's just continue. This is gathering point. I'm hoping to get some herbs here. Yes, that is great. Herbs are healing items, and as I said, if you combine them with blue mushrooms, you get potions. And that's it. So now we can go to the combo list and create 4 potions. No, one of them didn't succeed. We created garbage. So garbage is used for nothing. You can just discard that. Onward. Wii U gamepad. I'll edit that. I can edit the interface on my gamepad to where I want it. So as you can see, the map is divided into sections. I just came from one, and if you go to a second, another section, I went to 2 now, and there's a loading screen. Now, Village Chief is reminding us how his son, the one we're meeting in the base camp, likes meat. So, to get meat, we kill monsters. And he just said, well, blah 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 blah. If you kill a monster, you can carve it. You can carve from it. So if you kill the monster, you can go over it and chop it up for materials, which you use either just to use them for items or in the crafting of weapons and armor. So I just got 4 raw meat off of that. We can take to Junior, the son of the village chief. Before I do that though, I'm gonna quickly gather some more mushrooms, and over there is some honey. If you combine potions with honey, you get mega potions, which of course heal more. Honey. There we go. So now I can proceed. I don't think I need any more raw meats for now. So I'll leave those peaceful grass eaters alone. So this has also been completely ravaged. Base camp. And that's Junior, the village chief's son. I've said that about 50 billion times now. It's just a shadow of its former self, this camp. This is the base camp. You start out here for a couple of quests, and you also have to deliver items here for this area. This area is called Moga Woods. There are also other areas, of course, such as a volcano and a flooded forest and stuff, but that's for later. So we gave him the raw meat, and he'll talk more about meat when we get back to the camp. So let's head back over to the camp. He's gonna talk to us about barbecuing. He's gonna give us a barbecue spit. With that spit we can roast, cook meat. If you eat meat, it gives you more stamina. And if you cook a steak well, if you cook meat well enough, and you make a well done steak, you can max out your stamina. So that bar becomes longer for a small duration. So hope I don't get interrupted again. No, we're gonna go to the village right now. These things are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it says A to go to the village, and it just says press A to go to the village. Well, whatever. I'm gonna repeat one thing though. I'm not too experienced with this series, so I might fuck up a couple of times. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about something. He got here first, he teleported here, and he got done finishing eating all the meat, and he's talking to us about repairing the camp, and he's giving us the barbecue spit I was talking about. Now he has a villager request for us to fix up the camp, and to do that he needs 30 resource points. Resource points are collected by killing monsters in the wild and go to report it, or exchanging exchanging certain item for resource points. But as you can see, I have 5,000 of those already. Why? Because in the DLC section you can download something which gives you 5,000 points for free, and I'm a huge casual, so I downloaded it. So now we can just complete this. There's only 30 gone. Now they're going to repair the camp with those 30 points. So here in Hunt Report you can go over everything you've killed. We killed 2 of those Aptonoth, so 2 of those peaceful grass eaters, and they gave us 2 points and no items. There's a there's a good chance you could get items for reporting your hunt. Now this one, the blacksmith wants to talk to us. He's gonna request us to get some materials in the wild to craft our very first item. He gave us a pickaxe and he wants us to go collect iron ore. Now, is there anyone else that wants to talk to me? Apparently yes. The village chief. He's talking about the blacksmith, nothing important. He gives money. This is the shop, you can buy stuff here if you need to. You can buy herbs for relatively cheap and whetstone, but those are easy to find in the wild. So if you don't have a lot of money yet, I do not recommend buying it, just getting it. So now we're off to collect some iron ore.